It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Turpin's Brewery, and this is a can of their Mango Milkshake Pale Ale, coming in at 4.3% ABV in a 330ml can. Now, bit of an admission from me. This beer was one of those beers, unfortunately, that made its way to the back of the cupboard, fell down the back of the cupboard. Every now and again I have a dig around, see if I can find some old stuff. This is an old beer, so admittedly, from me, I should have got it done earlier, but I'm here today reviewing it. Just thought I'd be honest about it with you guys. I want to get it out, I want to get it into a glass, because I've never really had a beer from Turpin's Brewery, and being a Mango Milkshake Pale Ale, I still have faith in this beer. Reason being that it could be mango concentrates, and if it's mango concentrates, then there's a good chance that the beer will still be okay. With that said, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Let's see if we've still got some carbonation. Yeah, there you go. What a carbonation. Now the beer is about a year old. I must admit, I think I had it about last July 2020. Same as their stout. I got their stout coming as well. But yeah, being a stout, that's going to be okay. Definitely going to be okay. And judging by, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this beer whatsoever. There's going to be no hop dropout, because there's not really going to be that much amount of hops anyway in the beer. It's one of those concentrate beers with lactose in. Bulletproof. Bulletproof, absolutely fine. So thank you very much to the wonderful sender who sent me the beer. It was a long time ago now. I can't thank you by name, but I can thank you by the fact that you sent me the beer. Cheers if you're watching this video. We got a 3-finger white head, good levels of carbonation, a hazy amber coloured beer. Let's get the aroma on the beer then. Just a ton of mango. A ton of mango. I suppose, as a test, as like a scientific test of drinking a year-old beer, as long as it's carbonated, and as, you know, the fact that it's got loads and loads of mango flavours in it, concentrates, there's no reason why the beer should have any off flavour. So there's no reason why there would be any lack of flavour. It's all more or less artificial anyway. So if you ever forget about your mango IPA that you bought from your shop, and you're worried it's not going to be okay after a year, well, this is the test subject to say, actually, they're bulletproof. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with this beer at all. Actually, I'm going to give it a Stone the Crows. I'm going to say Stone the Crows for this beer. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. I prefer a beer to have lots of hops in it. More of a natural theme. This has got lactose in it. It's got mango flavours and purees and but the reason why I said Stone the Crows is the fact that it's held up so well. After a year, it's held up so well. If you like your lactosey beers, if you like your kind of mango milkshake lactosey beers, you'll love this. You will love this. Indeed, if they still make the beer, it might have been a one-off. It's very drinkable. It's very refreshing. Got it out the fridge about 20-25 minutes ago. So it's rather cool, very drinkable, very refreshing, rather cool, rather nice. It's, you know, it's not bad actually. It really isn't that bad. It's quite a nice beer. It's a very nice beer. It's just in my mind I would prefer less lactose and I would prefer less mango. I prefer more of, I mean, if you offered me, let's start at the start. I understand the need to innovate, to try new things, to do things differently, to break the mold, to see what other people are going to like, to see if there's a way of introducing a new style to people to love a new style of beer. If we didn't innovate and if we didn't do these things, we wouldn't have New England IPA, and we wouldn't have like New World Saisons and, you know, fruited beers and, you know, fruited Saisons, and you just wouldn't have it. Berliner Weisses, and they would be kind of just very traditional and very much how they were for hundreds of years. So innovation is very, very good in beer. But I think this, for me personally, if you offered me a nut brown ale over this, I would choose the nut brown ale most definitely. It's just I suppose the need for innovation is there, definitely. But I think personally, and it's just my personal opinion, I think this is pushing the boundaries of beer. I really do. Lactose, it makes it slippery and like oily and almost slick. And then the mango flavours they're really full on, to the fact where the beer is a year old and there's still like really full on flavours of mango. Spicy, peppery, a little bit of sweet malt. Yeah. Contains water, hops, yeast, lactose, malted barley, oats, wheat, mango, gluten, 4.3% ABV, a milkshake IPA. I'm glad I've reviewed the beer, I really am, because it would have been a shame just to have gone, poured it down the sink, chucked the can away, because the beer's fine. And I took a chance on that, I took a chance. In all honesty, if the beer was terrible, I wouldn't have posted the video. If it was gone off, it was terrible, I wouldn't have bothered. But the fact is fine, I'm going to post it. You can check them out at turpinsbrewery.co.uk. They're at Sawston Trade Park, Cambridge, England, UK, 330ml can. I'm going to rate it. It's going to get a couple more marks for me for the fact that it's just bulletproof and it's lasted as well as it has. I'm going to review the stout next on another video, and I've just got a funny feeling that the stout is going to be fine as well, because it's all roasted malt flavours, and roasted malt flavours just don't drop out like hops. Anyway, let's rate this Milkshake Mango IPA. Good lacing, good carbonation. Unbelievable that it's tasting so good for a year-old beer. I'm going to give it a couple more marks up for that very reason alone. It's for me, an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.